There's 3 parts to this song. The first part are your basic E and A chord. Now the song's in 4/4 time, so there's 4 beats per measure of music. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you're going to do is you're going to play your E for 3 beats, strike it again for the 4th beat, and then switch over to the A. So let's hear what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you're practicing, make sure you're counting out loud. It really helps set your internal clock so you can get better and better with your rhythm playing. That's the first part of the song. Now, if you want to embellish it like I did on the track, you can do one little extra thing. On the A chord, we're going to play the A sus4 chord, and we're going to actually pull off the sus down to the 3rd. So that was like this. And then I simply worked my way back on the chord. So again, I played the A, then I added the sus, and I pulled it off. And all the pull off basically means is when you play the first note and then you pull your finger off without picking again. That's a pull off. So all I did again was the A, sus, pull off, and then just work my way back on the chord. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And that's the first part. But for starters, just go ahead and do the basic chords first. Okay, for the second part of the song, we're going to utilize the A shape, but we're going to move it up the neck onto the 9th fret. This is now going to make an E chord. And I'm also going to lose the pick. For this, I wanted a little bit of a finger part just to make it stand out a little differently. And it's a more subtle part, so we don't need it as loud as we needed the first part to be with the rockin' chords. So, the A chord moved up sounds like this. Remember A? Moved up. It's now an E chord. Now, I did something a little bit different. I wasn't playing all of the notes. I simply needed the top and the bottom note. I skipped the middle note, which actually is the root, because the bass player is already playing that root, and it's also in the bigger chord that we played for the first part. You can refinger it this way, just playing these 2 notes. And then what I did was I took this exact same shape and just moved it up to the 14th fret and played the same thing. And that's an A chord again. If you don't know the guitar kind of repeats itself after the 12th fret. It's just an octave up. So this A chord is the same as this A chord. It's just an octave higher. The part again was E, up to the A, and that's all there is to it. And now your challenge part, the third part. That part is made up of chords as well, but it sounds more like a lead line. All I'm doing is, from the first lesson, if you remember your D chord, remember you can also move that around. If I now put it up here on the 4th fret, and then my 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the B string, I actually have an E chord. And all I'm doing is I'm arpeggiating that E chord, starting with the high note first. And then I'm gonna move up. And you're like, whoa, 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 Joe, I didn't learn that shape. Well, you kinda did. Remember the big E chord that we had up here? If you switch your fingers around, and you use your bottom 3 fingers, and leave your top finger alone, it's still an E chord, and now we can take this whole shape and move it up to the 5th fret. And now we have an A chord, but I'm breaking it down. I'm not playing that full chord, obviously. So if I start subtracting fingers, if I take my 1st finger away, my 3rd finger away, my pinky away, I'm kind of left with this shape, which starts on the 6th fret of the G string, the 5th fret of the B string, and the 5th fret of the E string. That's an A chord. So even though this sounds like a lead line, we're utilizing chord shapes to get those sounds. Those will always be your sweetest notes to play when you're playing lead. I thought we'd take a look at the lead part up close. First, I'll play it slow. Now up tempo. That's all for this video. If you found any value in it whatsoever, please do me a favor and subscribe down below. Hit the like button, knock on the bell, and you'll be notified when the next video in this series is out. And until next time, have a wonderful day.